mind, just the audience. All right, go ahead and sit down. Squat. Thank you. Man's favorite donkey falls deep into a precipice. He can't pull it out no matter how hard he tries. He therefore decides to bury the donkey alive. Soil is poured onto the donkey. The donkey feels the load and shakes it off, steps up on top of it. More soil is poured in. It shakes it off and steps up on top of it. The more the load was poured, the higher it rose. By noon, the donkey was grazing in greener pastures. Credit for that story was given to living3.com. We are all faced with challenges throughout our lives. After mastering the art of shaking them off and stepping up to learn from them, one will graze in greener pastures. I have several short inspirational poems about everyday life I'd like to share with you today. The poet of the pieces I'll share is Edgar A. Guest. He has authored as many as 11,000 poems, inspirational poems about everyday life that have been collected into more than 20 books. He was an English-born American poet who was popular in the early 20th century and became known as the People's Poet. I've collected a few of Edward Guest's poems from poets.org. The poems that I'll share with you are Don't Quit, Things Work Out, and It Couldn't Be Done. It couldn't be done. Somebody said that it couldn't be done, but he with a chuckle replied that maybe it couldn't, but he wouldn't be one who wouldn't say so until he tried. So he buckled right in with the trace of a grin on his face. If he worried he didn't show it, he started to sing as he tackled the thing that couldn't be done, and he did it. Somebody scoffed. Oh boy, you'll never do that. At least no one has done it. But he took off his coat and he took off his hat, and first thing we knew, he'd begun it. With the lift of his chin and a bit of a grin, without any doubting or quitting, he started to sing as he tackled the thing that couldn't be done, and he did it. There are thousands that tell you it can't be done. There are thousands to prophesy failure. There are thousands to point out to you one by one the dangers that wait to assail you. But just buckle it right in with a bit of a grin. Just take off your coat and go for it. Just start to sing as you tackle the thing that couldn't be done, and you'll do it. Next one is Things Work Out. Because it rains when we wish it wouldn't, because men do what they often shouldn't, because crops fail and plans go wrong, some of us grumble all day long. But somehow, in spite of care and doubt, it seems at last that things work out. Because we lose what we hope to gain, because we suffer a little pain, because we must work when we'd like to play, some of us whimper our lives away. But somehow a day follows night, most of our troubles work out all right. Because we cannot forever smile, but we must trudge in the dust a while. Because we think that the way is long, some of us whimper that life's all wrong. But somehow, as we live, our sky grows bright and everything seems to work out all right. So bend your trouble and meet your care, for the clouds must break and the sky grow fair. Let the rain come down as it must and will, but keep working and hoping still. For in spite of the grumblers who stand about, somehow things work out. Last one is Don't Quit. When things go wrong, as they sometimes will, when the road you're trudging seems all uphill, when your funds are low and the debts are high, and you want to smile, but you have to sigh, when care is pressing you down a bit, rest if you must, but don't you quit. Life is queer with its twists and turns, as every one of us sometimes learns. As many failures turn about when we might have won if we'd stuck it out. Don't give up, though the pace seems slow, you may succeed with another blow. Often the struggler gives up quick when he might have captured the victor's cup, and he learned too late when the night came down how close he was to the golden crown. Success is failure turned inside out, and you never can know how close you are. It may be near when it seems so far. So stick to the fight when your heart is hit. It's when things seem worse that you must not quit. I just shared with you several pieces of inspirational poetry. There's no doubt that demands of everyday living can be daunting, but through hard work and perseverance, you can do it. As I close, I'll ask this question of you. How far could you push yourself if you had to? Thank you.